Over the last year, because of the pandemic, more people have been staying closer to home and spending less time on the roads or traveling. Now, you would think that would make roads safer, but as Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson reports, that hasn't been the case.
Fewer drivers were out on the roadways in 2020, but deadly crashes saw a different trend.
And that's happening everywhere.
According to the National Safety Council, 42,000 people died in vehicle crashes last year. That's an 8% increase from 2019 and the first jump in 4 years.
Across the country and including, the Midwestern states, they've all seen this increase in fatalities and the fatality rate.
Wisconsin is no exception. Vehicle fatalities went up 19%, the highest jump the DOT has ever seen. Drivers under the influence or violating some other traffic law like speed limits or what Pabst calls risk takers are making dangerous choices behind the wheel.
The risk takers are still out there taking risks, and a lot of them were, speeding in excess. We saw a huge increase in the amount of speeding citations issued just by the State Patrol for over 100 miles an hour.
The risk takers have fewer cars alongside them, so it's easier to speed. In a typical year, there might be 500 speeding citations for over 100 miles per hour, but in 2020, they saw over 1,300.
You may drive impaired and then decide, hey, I'm invincible, I'm going to speed. And then you crash. And then we're finding, of course, that well over 40% of those that are dying in the crashes are not wearing their seatbelts.
Across the country and even in Wisconsin, there was a big increase in crash fatalities. However, in the Northwoods, it's a completely different story. While city folks flooded to the Northwoods, you'd think the increase in fatalities would too. But Pabst applauds the Northwoods because there's been a decrease in fatalities. Fatalities are down 16.7% in Northwoods counties. He thinks it's because of the demographics.
You're talking about risk-averse behavior. I want to get away from the city, so I'm going to go up north. And they took that safety mindset with them, and they're operating their vehicles safely up north.
Wisconsin roads are already getting back to normal capacity in 2021.
And everybody slows down, buckle up, put your phone down, pay attention to what you're doing out there, because you don't know what the other guy's going to do. You can do what you can do for yourself.
Reporting for Newswatch 12, I'm Morgan Johnson.